Hi, welcome to PUC second year students. Today let us study chapter number 3, that is production and cost. In the production and cost, today we shall study the production function. In production function, what is in production function? There is an example is given. The farmer uses the factors of productions or inputs, how much the farmer uses factors of production, land and labor, and what is his technology and how to use two inputs or efficiently or inefficiently, and he can produce wheat by using two factors of productions in efficient manner, and he produce the wheat in using more of inputs, means labor and capital by using efficiently. And the production function is what the quantity of inputs are used and what the quantity of output is produced with the help of the two inputs, labor and capital, or labor and the land. So in this class we shall understand the production function. First of all, you have to understand the meaning of production function. The production function shows the relation between inputs and outputs. The production function shows the relation between inputs and outputs. What are the inputs? Inputs means there may be land, labor, capital, organization. These are maybe inputs or factors of productions. The inputs are called factors of production. What are the factors of production? Land, labor, capital, and organizations are the inputs. It is called as in economics, it is called as in economics inputs. These are called in economics factors of productions. The land, labor, and capital. And output, it means quantity, means the units or quantity produced by using the help of inputs. The production function, totally the production function shows the relation between inputs and outputs. The maximum quantity of inputs used to give maximum quantity of output produced. It is called as a production function. It is called as a production function. Consider the farmer. The farmer can use only two factors of productions, namely land and labor. Land and labor to produce wheat. To produce wheat, the farmer can use land and labor to produce wheat in quantities or in tons by using the inputs. Suppose that there are for examples given the land and the labors. Suppose that the farmer uses 2 hours of labors. 2 hours of labors are a day, and 1 acres of land to produce maximum of 2 tons of wheat. The farmer uses 2 hours of labors. 2 hours of labors or a day and 1 acres of land to produce maximum 2 tons of wheat by using the land and labor. Then the function that describes this relation is called a production function. Then the function that describes this relation is called as a production function. There is one possible examples of the form this could take as Q is equal to K into L. The production function, or the examples of the form this could take as U is equal to K into L, where Q means it is the quantity or the output. Q is the amount of wheat produced. Wheat means it is the quantity or output. It is Q. Q is the amount of wheat. Q is the amount of wheat produced. And K is the area of land. K is the area of land in hectares. And L is the labor or work done by the farmer or the labor force. L is the number of hours of work done by or work done in a day. This is the formula. The Q is equal to Q into L. This is the production function by using by the formula. And describing a production function in this manner tells us the exact relation between inputs and outputs. By describing the production function in this manner, that tells us that what the production function tells us that exactly the relation between inputs and outputs. If either K or L increases, if either K or L, K means capital or L means labor. If either K or L increases, Q will be increases. If either K or L increases, Q will be increases. For any L and K, there will be only one Q. If any or for any L and K, there will be only one Q. Since by definition, we are taking the maximum output for any level of output. Since by definition, we are taking the maximum output for any level of output, the production function tells us that the maximum quantity of output that can be produced by using different combinations of two factors of productions, means land and capital or labor and capital. We may write the production function as Q is equal to F into bracket L and K. The formula of production function is Q is equal to F into bracket LK. L means labor, K means capital, and Q means quantity. F is the function. U is equal to F into bracket LK. Q is equal to quantity. F is function of labor, function of capital. This is called as the production functions formula. So the production function can be showed in statistical or examples of numerical data. In this regard, the production function can show the numerical examples of the production function is given in the table. The left column means it is right left. Left column shows the amount of labor. The left column shows amount of labor. Left column means amount of labor. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is the left column. And the top column shows capital. The top column shows capital. It is capital. Amount of capital. As we move to the right along any row, the capital increases. As we move along any row, the capital increases. 1, 3, 7, 10, 12, 13, like this capital increases. But labor also like this, the statistical data or the examples of the production function numerical examples by using this production function. The capital increases 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the labor also increases 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like this, the production function shows the exact relation between capital and labor. As we increase the labor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As we increase the labor and the capital, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Increase the capital and the quantity will be increased. Like this, as we increase the capital, 1 capital, 1 output, 2 capital, 3 inputs, 3 outputs, and 3 inputs, 4, 7 outputs, 5 inputs, and 10 outputs, 5 capitals and 12 outputs, 6 capitals, 13 outputs. As we using more and more labor and capital, the quantity also increases by the help of the production functions. You see, the labor increases 1 labor and it produces 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. The quantity of wheat or anything, the output will be increased. Using 2 labors, it produces 3, 10, 18, 24, 29, 33. And uses 3, 7, 18, 30. It increases by increasing the ratio. It goes on increases ratio by using the input side, labor and capital. You see, for example, 1 capital uses its 13 is the maximum. 13 is the maximum by using the capital. And by using labor, 1 labor using its total is 30. You see, by 1 using of labor and 1 using of capital, this is the equal to each other. See, when using when 6, 1 capital and 1 capital and 1 labor using the 13 units of output will be produced by the labor, and the capital is also produced by the 13. And if you use 2 capital, it is the 33. It is the 33 output. By using capital, it is 33 output. Or by using of 2 labors, the output can be 33. See this example. This is called as the production function. It shows the production function. The production function shows the relation between inputs and outputs. Shows the relation between inputs and outputs. It is the production function. You clearly understand this. I have given the number of examples and explained with the help of the labor and capital by formula and meaning like this. Thank you.